Hey everyone, and welcome back to Superdrug TV with me, Daisy Maskell. We've got another jam-packed episode for you today, so let's get going. We're talking all things Pride with the Plastic Boy. We're going back to skincare school with Nadine Baggott, and we couldn't let the Plastic Boy leave without him showing us his signature glow. Now, our first guest, I am super excited about talking to, as he's crushing it on Instagram and giving us glow inspiration for days. It's the one, the only Gary Thompson, aka the Plastic Boy, chatting to us. Hey, babe.
Hey.
How are you doing?
I'm good, babes. You know, just living life as it comes. I feel amazing.
Good. I mean, you look amazing as well.
Thank you. I thought I'd do a little nude moment.
Can we talk about this fit and these shoes? I feel like we need a close-up on the shoes just to appreciate.
Thank you.
Oh my God, I love this. I love this. Well, this is very exciting because I know that you've just recently teamed up with Unilever to release this collection, which is all in celebration of Pride. Talk me through all of these products. These are so exciting.
So we have all these fabulous products. We have this Lynx body spray. We have the Vaseline here. We have the close-up toothpaste and these amazing simple whites, which are a dead staple of my routine. And every time you buy any of these products available in Superdrug, a small donation gets donated to the switchboard, which helps anyone if they're in need and want to talk to someone. And I just think it's such an amazing partnership. And I just love the design. It's giving me everything.
The packaging is everything. How cute is it? I want this to stick around. Like, Simple need to do this more often.
I know. It's just whenever I look at it, it makes me feel so happy. And I just feel like it's such an amazing collaboration that's just like, I don't know, it's just in the lines of me and just sits well. And I just feel like it's amazing that Unilever have done this.
I know, it really is. These simple wipes, they are such a staple.
I love. I feel like I need so much more packs.
I know. Love that so much. Now let's talk Pride. Give me all of your Pride memories, please.
Oh my God, so I'm originally from Birmingham and our Pride there is like so small compared to London. So my first Pride was in Birmingham.
Okay.
And I remember just going out and being like, oh my God, there's like everyone's gay. And like, I just felt like it was like a huge family. My first Pride to me was just like kind of like a stamp in my storybook of my life. And then when I moved to London, I didn't realize how crazy and huge Pride was here.
It is big in London.
Listen, it is a whole nother level. Like my first Pride in London, but I was in uni and my friend was like, come to London Pride. And I was like, oh my God, I've never been, I'm so nervous. I remember going, I've never ever seen so much people in the street in my life. Obviously, and the times we're in now, thinking about it, I'm just like, oh my God, I can't imagine what it would be like now, but back then it was just such a vibe. It was crazy. I always try and get like a custom outfit. So one of my friends is like a designer and I always try and go for like sequins or something very, very extra. And I feel like with Pride as well, you can really go out there with your makeup. You can do like an extra pop and highlight. You can do like a really colorful eye. And I feel like you can really just go out there. So I always try and pre-plan my outfits because if I try and leave it for like maybe like a few weeks before, I'm like, what do I wear? Then everything's sold out. And then if you try and go on like a website, everyone's looking for either sequins, something sparkly.
Everything's sold out everywhere.
Everything's sold out. So you have to definitely get your outfit locked down like a few months before.
That is a tip from Gary himself. Don't lay that outfit out the night before. Lay that outfit out weeks and weeks before. Get that ticked off the list. Oh my God, this is making me so happy just even chatting about this. What is something that makes you most proud in life?
I think for me, something that makes me most proud is just being authentically myself. Growing up, especially being black and gay, I wasn't very much myself. I was always quite scared to be myself because being from Birmingham, I feel like it was kind of like backwards at the time. And me being a gay black man that wore makeup, a lot of people used to look at me in a different way or couldn't understand where I was coming from. So I used to like, have my head held down, maybe wouldn't look at people in the eye. And for me, I wasn't really showing my true identity. So for me, just being out and about and being 100% my authentic self, for me, something I'm proud of every day because there's people out here now that aren't trying, well, I wouldn't say trying to be someone else, but aren't authentically their self. And I feel like when people are just out and they're trans or they just dress how they ever want, I'm like, yes, you go you, because you're being yourself and you're not letting people like dictate how you should be.
You keep your head held high because we love you. We love what you're doing. You're absolutely killing it. I want to talk about makeup and about beauty and about your Instagram in just a second. And to do this, I want to move over to the Daisy desk. If you'll join me behind it. Amazing. Next, we are going back to the classroom again with the ultimate beauty expert. It's the latest edition of Nadine Baggott's Skincare School.
Hi everybody and welcome back to Nadine's Skincare School. This is all about the skin on your body and why you should treat it any differently to the skin on your face, because the simple secret is you shouldn't. I'm going to introduce you to some products that contain really great active ingredients that will soften dry skin, get rid of body breakouts and acne, and will simply hydrate you without feeling sticky or occlusive. Where do we start? Let's start from the bottom up, your feet. If you've never tried peeling foot socks, you're in for a treat, and now is the perfect time to do it. Don't wait until you're ready to wear your sandals. I'm going to start with the Superdrug foot peeling socks. They're incredible. They are little booties that you unwrap, you put on your feet and you leave on for half an hour, and they are loaded with supercharged lactic and glycolic acid. Your skin will feel moisturized afterwards and hydrated. You'll take them off, you'll rinse your feet, you'll put the socks in the bin, and then you'll forget that you've even used them. A couple of days later, you'll say, they haven't worked. And then one day you'll wake up and all of that dead, dry skin will suddenly be peeling off. It's a little slice of beauty heaven. I can't tell you how impressive it is. It's essentially the equivalent of an in-clinic face peel, but for your feet. And it's a perfect time to do it right now when you often neglect your feet. That's the first thing you need to do. Get rid of the dead, hard skin. Move on to step 2, and it's the foot nourishing socks from Superdrug, and they contain Marula oil. What are they? They're those little booties, but instead of being charged with exfoliating acids, they're charged with moisturizing Marula oil. So this is perfect if you've just got dry skin. You can even use them on your hands. Now, my secret is to sleep in them overnight. So you put them on, put a pair of cotton socks on or woolen bed socks on, and that will keep them in contact with your feet overnight while you sleep, and the warmth will help the Marula oil get to work. They're absolutely brilliant if you've just neglected your feet, but you haven't got that build up of the dead, hard skin that you want to get rid of. Other products to try are exfoliating body pads. Now, you'll all know I'm a huge fan of exfoliating face pads, little pads of glycolic acid that you wipe over your face every day. They're specifically dosed with exactly the right amount of exfoliating acid. They'll give you a glow. But did you know that they exist for your body? They really do. The Nip+Fab Tan Exfoliate Pads have got glycolic acid in, again, a great exfoliating acid that simply gets rid of dead skin cells, any sort of build-up of dry skin patches, but this one is really clever. It also contains DHA. DHA is a fake tanning ingredient. Why not do 2 steps in one? Exfoliate your skin and then add just a hint of DHA. And trust me, it's just a hint. You're not going to wake up overnight with a permatan, I promise. It's a gentle, subtle glow, but both active ingredients are in a single pad. There's just enough to use all over your body. If you've got any left, you can even use your face. The only difficult thing is reaching back there. So you'll need a flatmate or a really handy partner just to reach between your shoulder blades, those areas where you're hard to reach, unless you're a yogi. I can't. What's next? Well, you all know I love hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is my first step morning and night after I've cleansed my skin. What does hyaluronic acid do? It's a sugar that locks water into your skin. Every skincare fanatic out there is using it on their face. Why not on your body? Especially if you want to hydrate your skin, but you don't want that thick, heavy, skin buttery feeling, that sort of occlusive feeling that you kind of wait for 10 minutes to dry your skin before you can get dressed. This is really good. This is the new range from Superdrug called Solution, the Solution. And the reason I love it is because it's active levels of ingredients that you would use on your face, but for your body. This is the hyaluronic acid. And it's the first ever hyaluronic acid I've seen for the body, and the fact that it's available on the high street is mind-blowingly good. Have a look at this. What you've got is a super light gel texture moisturizer, but for your body. It's really beautiful, so easy to use, goes in super easy. I'm not going to let that go to waste. I'm even going to do my feet. It's beautiful, lightweight gel moisturizer, sinks in seconds. You can get dressed a minute afterwards. It's exactly what you need for your skin at this time of year when you're sort of hunkering down, but you're wearing a lot of heavy layers. The same range also offers a salicylic acid. Now, if you watched my episode on breakouts, you'll know that salicylic acid is a really important active ingredient. It's an exfoliating acid that deep dives into your pores. It's attracted to the oil in your pores. Now, breakouts don't just happen here, they also happen here and here, in fact, anywhere on your body. So why not try the solution salicylic acid? This is really clever. This is a clear salicylic acid gel, absolutely brilliant. You can apply it to your back, your chest. You could technically apply it onto your face as well. It's that gentle, but that effective. Also, it dries in seconds. So again, you can get dressed really quickly. There's a slight tingle to it, which I like. That just means that the active ingredients are getting to work. Brilliant for back, knee, and chest breakouts. Anywhere where you've got too much sebum being produced by your skin, can happen to anybody at any age. It's also particularly good for ingrowing hairs around here, which guys can get if they've got curly hair and they're either growing a beard or they're keeping their neck hair short and clippered or freshly shaved. Again, don't put it onto freshly shaved skin, but the morning after you shave, you can just put it on and it will help lift out those ingrowing hairs. It's a little magic active ingredient. Finally, we all need to fake tan, right? DHA, that's the active ingredient, dihydroxyacetone. It's a sugar. It's a really simple sugar that oxidizes on the surface of your skin and turns a beautiful golden brown color. But again, I don't particularly, at this time of year when I'm wearing lots of layers, want a thick, occlusive, gunky cream. Try tanning drops. These 3 little clever bottles are from a company called Tanologist. And the reason that I've highlighted them is, yes, they're a serum, so super lightweight, sink in seconds. Apply them directly over your hyaluronic acid and they'll blend perfectly. But more importantly, they come in 3 different shades. So there's a light, a medium, and a dark, so you can choose the right color for you. Don't think for a second that if you're, say, the color of Jennifer Lopez, you can't find the right color, because I'd say you were medium. I'm probably a light. But did you know that Rihanna also fake tans? Not for color, but for sheen and gloss and depth. Those 3 little bottles are absolutely perfect. You can drop them into your moisturizer, your body moisturizer. You can drop them over the top and blend them out. They build up slowly and gradually, so no ugly tan lines. The simple rule for your body care is demand the same level of brilliant active ingredients that you do from your face care. That's the easiest way to have a healthy, happy, and glowing body skin all year round. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below any other subjects you want me to cover in my skincare school. Just let me know. And thanks for watching this installment of Nadine's Skincare School.
Well, Gary, welcome to Daisy Dares. Thank you so much for joining me this week behind the desk. As I said, there is no way that we could let you go without you talking us through your signature glow, give us all the tips and tricks, and also about your Instagram as well, because I know you're killing it over there. So you brought along some of your favorite products, right? Talk us through them and how we should be using them.
This is a foundation. This is by Maybelline, and this is their new Superstay Activewear Foundation. So obviously before the situation, I was someone that was always on the go, always going to events, and this is super cute. It's super matte. It's matte without looking heavy. It's more of like a natural satin matte finish, and it's long wearing. And I feel like for me, because I'm always filming, I need something that's not going to budge. I hate like putting on a foundation in like 5 minutes you can see it like cracking.
So annoying.
It's just not cute, you know what I mean?
So annoying.
And it comes in a range of shades, and I feel like I just really like this foundation at the moment.
Cute, and that's by Maybelline, that one. Cool.
Maybelline. And I was next going with a bronzer. I feel like bronzer's been such a big statement like this year and last year, especially for deeper skin tones, because I feel like brands really skip bronzer. I feel like bronzers normally went to like, you know, kind of like a medium to kind of deeper category, but this is by Revolution, and this is called the Splendor bronzer, and this is in the shade Deep.
Oh, stunning. Love that so much.
It's so rich and so pigmented, and actually smell like,
oh, let me smell it.
Smell it. know, it's really sweet.
I did not expect that. I've never heard of a bronzer smelling before, but I'm into it. If this is where they're going, I'll take it there.
So this is one of my favorite bronzers, and I love this Splendor range because they go super deep, so anyone of any skin tone can try them, and I feel like it's good to just get that snatched sculpt effect.
For sure.
So that's definitely in my staples.
For sure. I love that it comes with a mirror as well, because if you're chucking this in your bag, soon we'll be back going out, doing this in the back of a cab.
We love a mirror moment.
We love a mirror moment.
And then I would go in with, this is by Revolution again, and this is the Illuminate and Glow. We always want the glow, we want to be snatched, so I'll put that while I apply my foundation, just so the glow is getting started, just so it's getting like a little moment. And this is really nice because you can wear it like under your foundation, before or after, and I feel like you can also wear it by itself as well, so it kind of like sets you up for that like glow. So if you don't want something as intense as a powder highlight, this is a really good kind of like key thing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice.
And then for me, this is kind of like my love. So this is new by Revolution. This is called the Skin Gloss, and a big trend this year is like dewy skin, like that kind of wet highlighted cheekbone, because I feel like people are still wearing like powdered highlights and stuff, but I feel like everyone's now going to creams and liquids. And for me, whenever I put on a powder highlight, I like to set it up with like just something on top. I like to tap it just so it gives my skin that kind of 3D effect. So this gloss comes in a range of shades, and it's just like, it just makes your cheekbones look popping, you know. So this is kind of like my secret kind of weapon.
Yes, I love that so much.
And it photographs so well.
We need it. Sometimes we just buy it just for the pictures on the gram. Gary, talk to me just real quickly, just for anyone listening, and even for myself as well, because I feel like there's always more to learn about highlighting and contouring. Where do we put highlight and contour on our face? What's the easiest trick or the easiest way to figure that out?
Like everyone's face is obviously different, but I feel like for me, when I'm in like, I always try and do my makeup in natural daylight, but if I don't, I always have like a lights or something on. But I normally try and do it where the light's kind of hitting, and for me, that's just kind of here with highlight, and kind of sometimes I'll put some on the sides of my forehead, but just depends on what kind of moment I'm having. And with contour, I kind of like go like a little fish, like a little fish, like that. And then I kind of see where the hollows are, but I think now everyone's doing that kind of whole facelift with makeup, so I tend to do the contour quite higher, because if you do the contour quite low, it's going to bring the face down. It's just not a moment. So if you do the contour higher, if you blend down a bit, you can always take any loose powder or baking powder to kind of just snatch it more. So I kind of do my contour higher and the kind of highlight just there.
As I said earlier on, you're obviously killing it on Insta, so let's chat a little bit about your Instagram and your presence online as well. What are some other trends that you're seeing people getting involved in? Because TikTok's been a massive thing, and that's brought about so many makeup trends just recently. What are some things that you're loving, and what are some things that you're like, no, I will not be trying this anytime soon?
So I actually did the 2016 versus 2021 makeup trend, where you do half a face and you do 2016 makeup on this side.
Oh no!
And you do a 2021 makeup side on this side. I love highlight, but in 2016 I was highlight crazy. Like, you could see me from Oxford Street. That's how much it is. That's how much it was. The highlight was popping. The foundation, there was like 10 layers. It was very much like, you're gonna see I've got makeup on, you know? But 2020 is now all about being fresh, being just like a bit natural, a bit of a beat, but still looking glowy and fresh. And you know, we're doing like eyebrow strokes, we're doing more of like a lighter lash and stuff. So I think that's a really cool trend. And there was another trend where I think everyone's doing like era makeup, like 2000 makeup, the 90s makeup. I think the 90s makeup is my favorite because it's all about the soft glam, and I love the soft glam. And obviously with 2000, it was more like pastel pinks and, you know, that kind of like, you know, washed out era. But I'm really liking that as well.
And can we just talk about this for a second? I feel like you're being really, really humble, hiding this behind your mirror and your products. Pull this out, Gary. This is your very own makeup bag, right?
Yes, this is my baby. So this, I've designed this last year. This is in collaboration with Beauty Bank. So lovely Joe and Sally Hughes asked me to be a part of this. And it was something, when they asked me, I was like, I have to do this, I just have to. So every time this bag's bought from Superdrug, 100% of the profits go to Beauty Banks, and then they donate loads of hygiene and personal cosmetics to people living without those things, which I think is so important, because I feel like everyone has to have cosmetics and hygiene just to make themselves feel amazing, and just in general, do you know what I mean? So when they asked me to design it, they were like, you can either go plain or go hard. And I was just like, I have to do the most, because when I've been in Superdrug before, as a boy, I feel like, what would I want to see as a makeup bag? And I feel like I'd want to see something striking, explosive, and just really extra.
It's gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. I've got one of these at home, and I was just watching this morning casually the other day, and this bag, and you got a little feature on there, which
when
is so
Holly
sick.
talking about me, I was just like, oh my God, Holly and Phil speaking about my bag. I was like, and I actually said my Instagram handle, I was just like, what?
That is so cool. Congratulations on that, because that's such a moment. I love that so much. And last but not least, Tips or advice for anyone that wants to start on social media or become sort of an online presence or talk about the things that they love on social media? What advice would you give to them?
Just bring yourself to the table and like be yourself. Don't try and be someone who you follow you and you think, oh my God, I want to be like her. Like try and just be your own self. And I think consistency is the best part of it, and just have fun.
For sure.
Yeah.
That is such good advice.
Thank you.
Gary, you've been so amazing. Thank you so much for joining us
you for having
on
me.
this week's episode of Superdrug TV. Everyone go and give him a follow right now, the Plastic Boy. He is absolutely incredible, killing it on social media as well. And a really positive presence you are as well, which I feel like we need more of in 2021. And that is all this week. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Superdrug TV as much as I have. We'll be back with more tips, tricks, and beauty insights next week. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. We'll see you then.